No, okay, sorry. When she got up, I thought that was her. Coleman Poses on voter registration. Say that again? Coleman. Sorry, there was no N at the end. I was going to say, I knew that didn't make sense. Colma.
The 20th century American philosopher John Dewey wrote that the purpose of education has always been to give the young the things they need in order to develop into members of society. Today's educational institutions heed Dewey's words by preparing young people for employment and familiarizing them with the fundamentals of citizenship, which is also known as civics. During the past year, teachers, students, community leaders, city residents, and even school board members have been discussing how to augment the civics curriculum with voter registration and coursework covering the contributions of an informed, active electorate to the well-being of democracies and their institutions. As a result, the school district has developed a voter registration resource packet, held a professional development day for social science, AP government, and all U.S. history teachers, recruited volunteers, and acquired additional resources to perform voter registration in the schools. All noble efforts, all bound for extinction unless the school board implements a policy that will codify all of these efforts. Such a policy will assure that every civics educator understands their responsibilities concerning voter education and registration. Administrators would also receive guidance from this policy about acquiring assistance and supplies for voter registration efforts. Such a policy would provide all stakeholders with ready access to all voter education and registration tools. A new documentary about Cambridge Analytica describes how this company obstructed the 2010 parliamentary elections in Trinidad and Tobago by inducing a certain portion of the electorate not to vote. A criminal investigation is underway for Cambridge's role in obstructing the democratic process in that country. But isn't hindering people from voting equivalent to concealing opportunities for them to participate in the electoral process? 5 months have elapsed since Dr. McColgan announced that this committee would discuss whether this topic should be incorporated into policy. Recent events out of England demonstrate how the lack of a written policy, in the UK's case, a written constitution, has caused havoc within the government. While we would not expect the lack of a written school district policy to cause the same degree of calamity that the British are experiencing, this example does illustrate how practices without an overarching guiding principle run the danger of working against themselves. This committee is itself a democratic institution, created ultimately from a selection process by city officials chosen by the electorate of Philadelphia. By adopting a policy regarding voter education and registration created with the contributions from stakeholders, you will also be affirming and celebrating the source of this committee's existence. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Mama Gail on policies and procedures. Sure.